tax. One main point that sort of hits me is the effect that it has on established communities. There was something in the paper about, I think it was last month, that mentioned a road in Liverpool where there was once 11 houses with people in them. They all, after the bedroom tax came in, the tenants had all moved out and split. And also it is more of a general problem that people, established families are being split because they can't afford to stay in the one property, and then they move to separate homes where friends and family have separate homes that they need to move into. I think a point that's also been raised about the means-tested benefit is true, because the intention of the means-tested benefit was to just about stop people from experiencing poverty. So if it's just about intending to prevent people from experiencing poverty, and then you take 14 or 25% off the housing benefit, clearly it's putting people in a position of poverty. That's blatant to me, it's obvious. I think another point about the bedroom tax is that the great stress that people will experience when the arrears develop, they accumulate over time and over time, and they look and they have the rent statements come through from the landlords, and they look at that, and naturally they experience a great deal of stress. Who wouldn't? And I think what that does is it holds people captive within that one housing association or that one ALMO. And the whole idea behind taking the housing stock from the state and giving it to these managing organisations was to give them a greater level of choice. Well, clearly the opposite's happening, because people can't move to private rented or other housing associations because they'll look at the rent check and see the people in arrears. So it's only that one housing provider pretty much that they can work within. I think also one important point is that it has been suggested that some social landlords are looking at only taking people who are working. I mean, how could they be in any sense describe themselves as being social landlords if that's the case? And I think that what that might lead to is that the more ruthless landlords, they avoid the arrears, they then win contracts to take over the less ruthless landlords, which I think can be a big problem, and that's something to look out for. I think the point about bringing in lodgers, the obvious point that you don't know who people are. I think another point is that the government are looking to raise the non-dependent deductions, which is the money that they deduct from a person's housing benefit and other benefits. So they're also trying to hit you from that angle. Even if you do try to bring people in, they're still trying to hit you again. I think in terms of how we can stop it, firstly, as has been said, we need to organise as best we can and stick together and try to promote the movements as fast and as far as we can, and also be as inclusive as we can. We're here to stop all tenants from being evicted. And I think, yeah, I'll speak about